Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got videos today from Peace World.
James was arrested for putting his hands on Shera. Shera tried to divorce James, also tried to get child support. However, that's when she found out that he only made $70,000 a year and that she will only get $600 a month. So that resulted into Shera getting her own job and providing for herself and her kids. But Shera wasn't innocent either. In 2012, she assaulted James as well.
Normal. But when people assault each other, usually both are assaulting.
Also has been arrested several times on DUIs, and that is why she started her whole YouTube journey, because she could no longer drive nor go to work because of her DUIs.
Damn.
And that's just the start, y'all. That's just the start. Her real name is Letitia. She did not grow up with her father. Her mother had many children by many different men. She was also a baby mother.
That's not shocking at all. That she had a single mother as a mother with multiple baby daddies.
Ones that she speak on, yeah, that was her. Before y'all act all defensive about this stuff that I just told y'all, yes, I went and Googled all my research and I looked at the court cases and etc. It's all on Google, y'all. Y'all got her full name. Go do your own research. Even if you type it into Google, even the AI will give you the breakdown of all of this and say like, yes, like this is true. They will give you the links to the articles and etc.
Damn. AI is so cool.
Do what y'all want with the information. If that's who y'all want to be taking y'all level up advice from, hey, I'm not judging you, but that's why I said.
I mean, there's nothing wrong, I think, from taking advice that people that fucked up, because they've lived some good life or some bad life in a sense. I don't think it's the worst thing to take advice from people that messed up. Obviously, if they're hypocritical about everything and are lying about everything, then yeah, I probably wouldn't take their advice. But I think just because you've been down on your luck or you've had bad experiences or you've messed up in life doesn't mean advices that you give are just crap advices.
All this, oh, Shera, right, Shera. Yeah, go marry your abuser. Love that for y'all.
Nah, Google be lying sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? Google be lying. The idea is Shera 7 having to work. She married rich. Why would she have to work? You know what I'm saying? This is just a part-time. This is just a hobby for her, really and truly. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, all of that. But all jokes aside, I have no idea if what she's saying is correct. This is all alleged. She did put some stuff on the screen. You guys can go check it out. But if it is true, what did that Canadian girl say? And if the talk is true, fam, if the talk is true, wait, let me try to find it.
And what I don't like is if the business is true, that you left your moms in the hood, somebody go smoke that. And what I don't like, this is true.
If the business is true, and you left your mom in the hood, fam, smoke that you, dog. Smoke that you. All alleged. You didn't marry rich. You married an abuser. You work because you have to. You can't be given the advice that you give. You just can't.
Correct. Again, like, I give you guys advice like, oh yeah, I fucked up. I'm not saying, oh yeah, I lived this Chad life that, no, I screwed up. I was a simp when I was married, got divorced, buckled down, started focusing on making money, focusing on my skills, and I am where I am now. I'm not like at the top anywhere, but I'm working towards it.
If those things are real. But it's funny, man, the defense of Shera 7, it's like Sprinkle is like a cult.
Well, I think it's just a sisterhood, P. Like, it doesn't matter if she's lying or whatever it is, because if all the sisterhood was to dogpile on Shera, that means all the women that listen to her are also going to get dogpiled on too, and there's too many women, so they're going to try to protect as many women as they can, so they're going to protect Shera 7. Does that make sense?
The way people are it's so weird.
I love that the Shera 7 exposing hate is like backfiring, because people appreciate those who speak from experience, because it exposes the people who are trying to lie about what that experience is really like. And what I mean by that is a lot of people would rather hurt than heal. And the people who would rather hurt and use their trauma as a crutch
girl, you have like 2 nostril rings on each side of your nostrils. Go on.
Will always dislike somebody who speaks and moves with a sense of, I have healed and now I am speaking from a healed place. The only people who appreciate...
Sorry to pause it here. So, in her mind, what I believe she's saying is that Shera 7 is speaking from a place of, yeah, I messed up, but don't be like me.
She never said stuff like that.
That's what she's saying.
Okay.
Those who truthfully share their experiences are others who are tired of people lying about the truth behind a lot of these collective situations that a lot of us can relate to, but a lot of people choose not to tell the truth about.
It's crazy that you think people are lying on her and lying about situations that she is lying about, how it's so easy to just go find a rich man and use and abuse him for money. What?
The best example I can give is the whooping your kids conversation. You have the half of society who is like, I turned out just fine, I will be beating my kids. And then you have...
There's a difference where I will be beating my kids and I'm going to instill some discipline. There's not the... I hate that people always conflate abuse to discipline. If a kid broke something, did something bad, and he did it multiple times, I'm going to slap the shit out of his hands. Because he messed up multiple times after I told him. Am I gonna boom, 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 slap the crap out of him across the wall, across the ceiling or something? No. But has to be some kind of consequence other than you did wrong. Sometimes people learn a little bit better when there's more consequences than you did wrong. Because look at the world. It is pure consequences. And consequences can be a lot worse than you're wrong. Or don't do that. You can go to jail. You could be in the ground because you messed up.
The other half of society who is like, no, that's abuse. There's no reason that you brought a kid into this world and you have so little patience that you feel like you need to whoop them for every little thing.
See, again, they always go to the extreme of whip them for every little thing. I was a bad kid. I can admit this. I got whipped a lot. I'm talking about a lot. Right? Do I look back at it and I'm like, oh, my parents abused me? No, I look back at it and I'm like, damn, yeah, I was probably a really bad kid. I did a lot of bad things and I got whooped. I got whooped. And I deserve those whippings. And look at where I'm at. Without those whippings, even with those whippings, I still went to jail a couple times, right? So, like, I don't think just hitting your children is abuse. And just because I'm going to whoop him for doing bad, I'm going to whoop him for every little thing either. Why do we go to such extremes? There's very nuanced and balanced situations. Again, if I caught him stealing from a store and I told him, no, you can't do that, we're going to go pay for it, and I see him and I catch him again, oh, you best believe I'm going to be disciplining his hands. I'm going to be slapping those hands like nothing.
Even if it's just behaviors of them learning the world around them. I think at this point it's safe to say those who claim that they have turned out fine are indeed not fine at all. And it's just a coping mechanism used so they don't feel like they're A, throwing their parents under the bus, or B, having to divulge into trauma that they've been avoiding, which has affected them up until their adult years.
I think people put too much emphasis on trauma and all these things. It's just childhood. It's just experiences. I don't think all of these experiences or everything that bad happened to you becomes trauma.
So in terms of Shera 7, there are a lot of women who are now finally being honest about a lot of the truth behind their relationships, or these long marriages that a lot of older women have stayed in that are finally divorcing and spilling why they have realized they were unhappy. Shera 7 has pretty much helped open up that realm so that women can be more mindful about only worrying about themselves and putting themselves first, which is so crazy.
This is so stupid. Like, as if women didn't have their own agencies for their own selves and they picked certain men for their own benefits. No, you picked that man because you loved him so much and you just wanted to cook for him?
To even have to teach people. But considering the society that we live in and the world that we live in.
Right?
What?
Right, P? Right?
Shera 7 is a financial advisor. Whoa. She's opened up the world to where women can...
That's what I was like, what are you talking about?
Advisor. Where is the... Now they're trying to act like Shera 7's some philosopher.
Right, they're acting like she's like the new Jesus or something who got resurrected.
Some retrospective. Oh my God, she just... she opened up the world for us. By saying, make a man pay your bills, sprinkle. Don't deal with the dust, sprinkle. That's just opening up. Oh my God, she's just so insane.
And women didn't know that, oh, you can get rich men to pay your bills before Shera 7 came along, or what?
What?
We do need to see and hear examples from other people who are speaking from experiences that they've had in their life, because I know a lot of women feel the same way that I feel, that if we were put on game a lot earlier instead of looking around and having to believe the lies around us, there are a lot of women who wouldn't.
The lies around you. You do realize your parents, your mother, and your family is around you. So did they lie to you? Did you not listen to them? Or did you totally listen to them and that's where you are? Like, people got to look at these things.
Be in some of the situations that they are in right now when it comes to men. The women who are not ready to admit that they don't put themselves first for real are the only ones that are mad at Shera 7, if we're going to be 100% honest.
It's crazy that they're trying to say, like, oh, the women are not narcissists. And they don't know. like, they're just defending themselves so much. We're not narcissists. That's what I'm hearing. Translation.
And I'm glad that more women are starting to say, no, her advice is real. And I have experienced it. I have utilized it. And the results are there. That is what we need more of in society.
Women just taking advantage of men and using and abusing them. Right.
In terms of these bullies who try to look up dirt on people and expose them, when in actuality, all they did was boost Shera 7's content. And if you know Shera 7, you know she does not care. Anybody who is used to being hated on does not care when the next person tries their luck.
Yeah, why would she care? You know, she's got a lot of bird brain people following her anyway. Like,
yeah.
It is what it is, right? Here's the thing. If Shera 7 came out off rip and said, hey, I'm married regular, right? He's a decent earner, 70K. What's the average in America? 40? 50? You guys let me know.
I think at their ages, it's about 60-ish.
He makes 70. Decent. He was abusive. I was abusive. You know, got a couple of DUIs, so I can't work, so I'm doing YouTube. And I'm advising women to do things that I wish I'd done. Firstly, she would have never made it. But if that was her advice, no problem. She didn't come out telling us about all her past. She tried to hide it. They digged it up. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. What you're doing is absolute nonsense. You're coping.
I mean, the way she's talking about Shera 7 as she's some kind of, you know, messiah or something.
So hard.
So crazy.
She's giving you advice in which...
P said it. Like, it's like a cult-like following. And I'm starting to see that now.
Allegedly. She doesn't even practice herself. So how the hell can we know it really works? Yeah. The way you guys are defending her is given very much, I am a part of a cult.
Let women dress how they want to dress. Well, you see, the problem is that we allow you to dress how you want to dress. It's just that it's become too much. And then when you're in a relationship with a man and the man tells you to cover up, all of a sudden it's, oh, you can't handle a baddie. There's nothing baddie about showing off your body when you have a man at home.
True.
You know what that gives? A hoe.
Yeah.
It gives that you please
a desperation.
Everybody around you but your man. You don't want to please your man by covering up. He's controlling me. My body, my choice, etc., etc. Oh my God. No. Why can't you listen? It's the same way. Flip it around. Here's a logic, woman. If your man was coming out here shirtless and every girl could see his print, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want him to go outside.
Correct.
So why do you think you have the right to go outside half naked? Because what, you're a woman? you're the prize, etc., etc. Nothing a prize about you. Because last time I checked, trophies are at home.
And they don't talk.
When have y'all ever seen someone carrying a trophy outside?
Damn. Damn.
I'll wait. And I already know women aren't even going to understand what I just said.
You are correct, girl. You are correct.
No, so this woman's completely wrong. Yeah, she's completely wrong. And here's the thing, man. To all the men out there and to all the ladies out there, if you don't want a woman to be wearing revealing stuff, then just don't date one who does that, man. It's that simple. Okay?
I can agree with that.
Woman and
no, I agree with P, but there's also should be, hey, you can still set your boundary, right? Like, I would say, yes, find a woman that doesn't dress this way or do these things, but sometimes people are attracted to someone and you want to put some boundaries down. You're allowed to. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You just put your boundaries down. That's all it is.
she was modest when you met her. She never used to post naked pictures. All of a sudden, she starts doing that. That's a problem. Okay, you should
I agree with
leave.
that.
But let's be honest. A lot of these women who are posting up half naked, who are walking around half naked, that is them. That's always been them. That's always going to be them. You trying to change that, it is controlling. Yeah, it is controlling. It's literally the definition. If you had true self-respect, true boundaries, you would look at that woman, no matter how attractive she is, and say, we're not compatible. But unfortunately, a lot of men look at these women and they try to, yeah, we can work, but you can't be walking around half naked. But that's kind of what she does, though.
I agree with you, P. I can agree with you with that. But I think you're allowed to experiment, and I think men should. If you're attracted to someone and you do see she dresses a little bit, she doesn't post much, and you tell her and she's receptive to it, then you got yourself a good one that she's willing to listen. She's willing to, get on your program. So that's another way to kind of vet people.
It's kind of what she does. Just move on, bro. Same goes for women. If he's
Well, I agree. If she says, no, that's my body, my choice, okay. Then you move on.
a bum, he's a bum. You can't change him. You can't change him. He's not going to get the ambition that you want him to get. That's not him. Maybe he'll get it one day, but it will be like for himself. He'll change for himself. He won't change for you. You can't change anyone. So this type of advice, although a lot of people like it, it's the definition of trying to control someone else. She wants to be a hoe. Let her be a hoe. Damn.
Maybe this is a little bit of a hot take.
Again, I don't think stating boundaries. I'm not forcing her to not be a hoe. I'm just saying, if you want to be a hoe, then you're going to have to be a hoe, or you're not going to be with me. It's just a boundary. I think P's kind of overtaking it a little bit too much, but
I wasn't sure if I was going to share this. I think it's important to talk about. I am not interested in being my boyfriend's landlord. I said in that video that my boyfriend is moving in with me. We are not engaged. We are not married. He's moving in with me to my house that I own. I just frankly am not interested in being his landlord. We had that conversation when I kind of prompted him to break his lease because, again, like I said in that video, he was literally
But you prompted him to break his lease.
Never at his apartment. He was here every single night. And I said that to him, like, my mortgage is around $2,600 a month. I don't need your $1,300 a month to split it. I bought this house on my own because I can afford it on my own. I would rather him just take the money that he was spending on his rent and put it in his savings account. At the end of the day, we're moving
Oh, really now?
in together because we want to be together forever. At some point in the near future, this isn't like years away, everything's going to be combined anyway. Whether he puts it in a savings account or Venmos me $1,300 a month, at some point, it's all going to be our household finances.
This video is funny because
I don't hate on that thought process, but she needs to protect herself too.
this is exactly how a lot of men feel when they have money, right?
Yeah.
I pay for my lifestyle. You don't have to come and split. I'm good. I'm doing well. You can come live. No problem.
like her.
Right? You do you. I'm that guy. I'm really that guy. You don't really have to. That's how men with money think. And it's not a problem. Okay? And here's the thing. I'm not traditional. Like fully. But I kind of am at the same time. I don't know how to explain.
We know you're a little bit more on the liberal end of things.
Whenever I hear women speak about the things that they accept and the things that they want and the things that whatever, I always think if I had a daughter Would I be okay with this? Is this what I would advise her to do? In this scenario, I'm sorry. That man should feel very uncomfortable living for free. He should almost demand him pay his way. I don't ever want my daughter in a situation where she's just paying for a man's way. That nigga just living for free. Just because you can afford it, cool.
See, this is the whole sexism right here. Like, we can see it on display with P here. What's wrong with it? Like, if my daughter was doing so well in life and the husband takes care of everything and they're happy together and she pays all the bills, I wouldn't care to advise her about these things. If my daughter did not want to be rich, did not want to do these things, and wanted a good husband, then yeah, I would find one, or be more inclined to find, or be more inclined to want him to be the breadwinner and everything. But if my daughter was already the breadwinner and makes good money from my family business or whatever it is, I'm also not going to worry about it too much. Like, I get the feeling of the man having to do the provider role and everything else, but P, you're a little bit more liberal nowadays. There's 50-50, there's equality. Men can also be stay-at-home wives too, or sorry, stay-at-home husbands, and still make the family dynamic work. It's just rare. And I can agree with you. If I was advising my son, I would tell him it'd probably not be the best position because she has a lot more control over you. But if it was my daughter, she has more control over him. So I'm like, I think it's okay. I don't know, just in my head how I see it, but maybe I'm a little bit more biased on my thing and he's a bias on his thing.
He should still be contributing something though. So fully grown man.
But she says, like, that's the thing. Why? She says no, right? And then he doesn't contribute money, but I'm sure he's going to do household chores and things like that because he doesn't contribute money. But we don't know. We don't know this relationship.
It's a fully grown man. I could be wrong. People might disagree. Even if you don't want to be his landlord. Cool. Maybe he puts away 500 in like a savings for you guys in the future. Puts his money somewhere where he can benefit you guys in the future. But
see, would you tell your daughter this? To do the same thing for her husband or her man? When you're making money, even though he's telling you not to pay the bills, keep a separate money and put it in an account where you both have access and both. Would you tell your daughter that though, P?
There's no way as a man, I'm going to live with a woman and she's saying, don't worry, babe, you ain't got to pay nothing. And I'm just sitting down there going, yay.
Again, I don't think he's just saying, yeah. He just doesn't have to pay rent. I'm sure he's going to contribute in other ways other than rent. Like paying most of the bills when they go out to eat and things like that.
Nah. But again, maybe that's just me. I don't know. Speaking of me not being all the way traditional, these next couple clips are things that I don't really see a problem with, if I'm being honest. It's 2026.
Oh, I wish I could get a seat.
See, now he doesn't see a problem with these things in 2026, but he had a problem with men taking the more passive role in a relationship and the woman taking a more active role as a provider. It's 2026.
A girl like me, I wish I could get a seat. My legs are killing, you know. I wish I could get a seat.
Me too.
I just had 5 grown-ass men walk by. Grown-ass, able-bodied men walk by as I struggle to like carry all of my shit and help this poor mother with 3 children carry her stroller down the stairs. They just looked and kept walking. I'm literally like dropping my umbrella and everything. They just keep on walking.
It's what you asked us to do.
I mean, look. Would I have helped? Probably. No. Okay. But I'm a nice person. And I wouldn't have helped because I'm a man. I would have helped because I'm a nice person. But not everyone's nice.
Yeah, I tell you guys, be a good person. Being a good person doesn't mean you have to do nice things, though.
Everyone has to be nice. Some people just mind their business, going on with their day. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Agreed.
And shaming men in that way in 2026, it's just not gonna work. You helping that woman was a nice thing to do. Congratulations for that.
Sorry, men in this generation are actually becoming we're stepping way too far into the feminine energy. We're in so deep at this point. Because why is
You know why there's so many more feminine energy men? Because women are just so damn masculine now.
nobody making the first move? Why am I making moves on men? And they're going to me, well, you didn't give me enough, and you didn't give me the green light. You didn't tell me you like me. Man up and message me. Stop liking my stories, you freak. I'm sick of it. Like, you're sexy. Stop liking it. Just message me, you weirdo.
Men used to go to war.
Like, imagine coming online and literally badgering the person that you like, that is kind of liking your photos, to approach you. Girl, you're doing the same thing that you would normally do when you try to approach a man, but you just came online to kind of shit on him to do it.
And now they get annoyed when you call them out on their own actions. Men used to go to war, and now having one girlfriend is simply not enough for them. They need more than one. Men used to
Yeah, women used to give birth and cook and clean.
go to war, but now they post thirst traps online for validation. Men used to go to war, but now they'll stop talking to you if they find out you're not going to sleep with them. They'll stop talking to you. And if you're a man who has offended what I said, it's not my problem. You can just scroll.
You're telling me men used to build these things back in the day? Sorry? And now all they do is stay up till 5 o'clock in a kitchen in some trampy area in the UK.
Imagine making a video, watching it back, and then for the caption type in, "Bring back the Roman era." Gosh. The thing is, a lot of this is rage bait, right? But it's so funny at the same time. Because, you know, in every rage bait video, within every joke, there's a little bit of truth. And bring back the Roman era.
When I first came across this video, I was like, initially like, wow, that's so cute. They're having their little poke.
What? This is cute. I was like, what's going on, bro? You safe?
Honest moment. I will imagine what it would be like to be a wildlife photographer. Then I got into the comments and started investigating why this particular event happened. This is a mama bear with her.
This is some danger zone. Danger zone. Holy. A mama bear with cubs around and you around? Yeah, you better not be touching no cubs.
And she was running away from a daddy bear. Well, it turns out that this is part of a bigger pattern. Recently, mama bears have been bringing their cubs closer to proximity to humans in order to protect them from male bears. It's usually 30% of baby cubs don't survive, and the reason for that is not necessarily a lack of food. It's that male bears in heat or rut, whatever you want to call it, they will kill cubs so that the mama bear will enter heat again and then be ready to take that, action.
Yeah, that's the animal kingdom. That's what they do to children of other males sometimes, just like gorillas do with other males and lions.
And a mama bear is raising her cubs, she decenters men, and the guys go without, right? So recently,
Decenter men.
I'm sorry.
Decenter men.
Oh my god.
Mama bears decentering men out there, guys.
This is crazy, bro. This is actually crazy. They are so sad in real life. They are so sad in real life, man.
Bears are decentering men.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Mama bears have been experiencing more success in raising their babies if they bring the babies closer to humanity, because male bears will avoid humans for the most part. So basically,
but you guys chose the bear.
If you were to run into a bear in the woods as a woman bear, the last thing you want is to run into a male bear, right? You'd rather run into a male human because at least...
She's about to say what I think she's about to say. That female bears in the woods would rather be with random men in the woods than a random bear in the woods, but random women would rather be with a random bear in the woods than a random human in the woods. Oh my jeez, how the turns have tabled.
Chances are it's just a photographer or a hunt or like a fisherman or something like that. If it's a hunter, you're fucked, but like if it's a male bear, you're definitely fucked. It's gonna kill your babies and maybe even you. So
male hunters don't shoot baby cubs, by the way.
It's males. In every species of at least mammals, the biggest threat is males. The biggest threat to your safety, the biggest threat to your livelihood, the biggest threat to your children is males.
She says this, but she did not realize what she just said. All right, that female bears rather be with humans.
I'm not making it up. These are patterns that are happening in the reality, whether we are paying attention or not.
So, if a bear runs into a human, most likely it's just a photographer. But if a woman runs into a male, it's also not most likely like a regular person. Because the women, they said they're going to pick the bear.
Correct.
But you just said, you just admitted.
She did.
If a bear runs into a human, most likely it's just a photographer or just a regular person, so they're going to be okay. But if a woman runs into a human, a male, then what? It's most likely a what? If the bear runs into a male bear, most likely cooked. But a human woman, I'm going to take my chances with a bear.
You can't make this stuff up. You really can't.
You tried to make a video. Shit on bed.
Yeah.
Right? But you're not smart enough. You're not smart enough to put it off.
Yeah, she's not smart enough to realize what she actually said.
The bear would pick the man, but you would pick the bear.
Oh man, this one crap. Women, what are you talking about? If bears rather pick humans because they feel safer with humans and they don't feel safe with other bears, but you rather be with the bear? Good luck. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.